Good morning everybody, happy holidays and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a great day, and if you're new to the channel too and want to hit the subscribe button, that would help me out immensely. In this video, my brother and I are going to California, Pomona, California to be exact, to pick up the Mark II's Series 2 trunk. As you guys saw in the past videos, I bidded on a Series 2 trunk in Japan with the help of Shock the Mob here. We won it at a good price. We container shipped it, and 3 to 4 months later, it is now finally ready for pickup. And if you saw in earlier videos, I was also very fortunate enough to source a mint set of Tour V Series 2 taillights from the homie Chris up in Ireland. And Chris, if you're watching this, thank you so much. The Mark II's exterior is near complete. All it needs is the BN Sports Type 2 kit and Ganadors, which I am hopefully obtaining very soon. What's up guys? Little update. We're about...
You started the vlog already?
Yeah, I started the vlog like a long time ago.
Wow.
Brother Warren, we're about 3 hours and 41 minutes away. At first, I was kind of making this trip, like not knowing if they were going to be open because I didn't get an email confirmation, so I kind of just sent it. But as of 2 hours ago, we got email confirmation that they are expecting us between 4:30 and 5 p.m.
2 hours ago while we're on the road. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to look at my email while we're driving.
Oh yeah.
But so far, our trip's been good. We got snacks. I think we're actually out of snacks.
We're out of snacks.
We're out of snacks, but bolts. I got juice, and then I got my ticket home. 200 milligrams of
Milligrams
of clean caffeine. We'll update you guys on the way there. Not too sure if they are comfortable on camera, but if they are, definitely gonna film. Friends and family, we have made it to...
Well, you're recording? I thought this was a picture.
We've made it to Pomona, California. We actually just picked up the trunk from Jacob. And Jacob, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being such a genuine, authentic dude.
Yes.
And thank you so much for the business. We went to the shop, got the trunk. Unfortunately, he was setting up his shop still and didn't want anything posted on any form of social media until he opened the shop, so we decided not to film. That's a sign of respect. But again, we got the trunk, we inspected it, we got the wiring harness, the lights are immaculate, the trunk itself is immaculate, and now we're going to a BB's Hot Chicken that Jacob recommended, and we're gonna get some hot chicken. I'm stoked. Something new.
It is.
So let's run it up. All right, let's see what this is all about. Oof, beautiful. How's yours look? Oh, it's the same thing. Food was absolutely delicious. Again, thank you, Jacob, for the recommendation. It was really good. It was busting. It was absolutely busting.
It was disgustingly busting.
Oh my gosh. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and get gasoline.
Gasoline.
Gasoline. We're getting some we're gonna get some we're gonna get some petrol. Fill up, get some snacks, some water,
some schmackies.
I'm gonna wash my hands because
No, you're not.
the freaking what's it called? The bathroom wasn't working. I don't want to walk over to the Sphinx, which is their other restaurant, to wash my hands. We got all the hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess in California time it's 7:51. In Arizona, Tucson time, it is 8:51. So we should be back like 2 p.m. 2 p.m.? Oh my God. We should be back like 8 a.m.
Yo, this guy.
Dude, we should be back by 2 a.m.
Yo, he's a little smooth brain right now.
Yeah, dude, all this smog in California is killing me. Friends and family, it is the next morning. My brother and I made it back home safe and sound from Cali, like almost 5 in the morning. Went home and just went straight to bed. But again, just want to give a huge shout out to Jacob for just the overall great experience. Be sure to hit up Shock the Mob for all of your import and container needs. Now let me show you our Series 2 trunk. And here we have our Series 2 Mark II JZX100 trunk. Honestly, this trunk came in amazing condition, and the packaging job they did in Japan was just so unreal. We got the badges, of course, these two are coming off. We have the taillights, the center garnish, and also look at this. Like, this is exactly how I got the box from Japan. Like, I like this material, it's so nice. Well, it's cardboard, but cut in a certain way. The corner lights came wrapped amazing. Like, guys, I'm serious. This trunk, not only was it inexpensive to ship, but it's in immaculate condition. Going to remove the Mark II trunk and then reinstall it, because as you can see, there's some soot behind there, as well as the Toyota emblem. I will be looking for the Tour and the V emblem in time, but the trunk itself is, again, immaculate. Literally no dents, wingless. Unfortunately, the trunk isn't the same color as my Mark II, since my Mark II is a two-tone. The white pearl is more like an off cream white, and this one here I believe is a pearlescent white. It's like 051 or 057, correct me if I'm wrong. But what's even better, guys, is, I mean, underneath the boot, it is immaculate as well, super clean. But where'd it go? It's here, it's here somewhere, I promise. It's hidden underneath there, but we do have the wiring harness as well as the trunk latch. Alright, just kidding, guys, it was this side, but we have the trunk latch. This doesn't matter, I'm just gonna pull off and install a new one, or my existing one. And then here, we have all the wiring with plenty enough room to reinstall everything. So in this video, I will definitely be installing the trunk. I just don't know when this video will be going live, but definitely going to be a tedious job with this one. Before I disassemble the trunk, let me show you the difference between the GX Model Series 2 and the Tour V Model Series 2. As you can see, the red housing is a deeper red. And also there is this darker outlining the taillight. That's essentially the main difference. Here it is lighter, in Tour V it is much darker. Got the whole trunk disassembled. I recommend doing so if you are going to be doing this conversion. Got the trunk boot carpet out, so we have easy access to all of our bolts. Every bolt on the trunk behind the lights and the trunk latch are going to be 10mm. Here again we have our nice wiring harness I will be splicing into, soldering, and heat shrinking. Everything's good. Real quick, can we take a moment to appreciate how clean the hardware is? Very nice. Also got the wiring harness out for the taillights. Just need to swap these out for LED bulbs. Next step is to use a heat gun, remove the Grande and the Regalia badge. I'm gonna keep these, well, especially this one because it's really nice. Go ahead and give this a nice deep clean. Paint corrected, and we'll take the Series 1 trunk off, line everything up. I'll go ahead and remove my trunk latch cable, put it onto this one, and then we'll cut the OEM wiring harness from mine and do all of our fancy soldering wiring work. Just gonna use some quick YouTube magic to get these emblems off. Alright, you got the trunk pretty clean. Washed it, decontaminated every square inch of the exterior of it. Having a little bit of a hard time removing some of this adhesive here, so I'm going to let it sit while I'm at work with some Goo Gone, and hopefully that rehydrates it so the material becomes malleable. I used an eraser wheel and again a clay bar, but so far so good. Once the trunk is on the car, that's when I'll polish it and ceramic coat it. It is now finally conversion time. Already went ahead and disassembled the lights, the wiring harnesses, any excess clips. What I'm going to try to do first, honestly, is see if I could utilize my Series 1 harness. Hopefully the connectors are all good. I was told these, well, this should actually work. I just know that instead of a 4 fitting, I believe it's a 3-prong fitting, but it can be modified. So if I can utilize my Series 1 harness and my Series 2 trunk, I'm most certainly going to do so, but definitely going to keep you guys up to date. Ladies and gentlemen, aesthetically, we are Series 2, and the Mark II looks so much more modern. I'm incredibly stoked with the Toyota badge and the Mark II badge. We got the rear corners on, the left and right tail, we got the center garnish on. I went ahead and swapped my original lock into the new trunk so I can utilize it. Not wired up just yet. I'm still debating on what route I can take. So one, I could cut my Series 1 harness, tap it into my Series 2, and utilize all the connectors. Route number 2, I could cut the bases off of the Series 2 taillight harness and tap them into the Series 1, which will enable me to utilize my full Series 1 harness without cutting it. As you can tell, on the Series 1 we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 prong base, and on the Series 2 we have a 1, 2, 3. So again, all the wires are the same. It's a matter of just cutting the bases off here and tapping them into the wires here. Also for the corner lamps, the Series 2 harness will plug right into your Series 1 or OEM harness, so that's good. And again, everything fits super well, but still trying to think on what route I want to take, whether I cut, splice in the Series 2 into the Series 1 harness, or I just cut the bases off the Series 2 and splice them into my Series 1 harness. Now it is time for the wiring. I promise you I'm going to do this as professionally as I possibly can, but for testing purposes, I'm going to try this method out to make sure it works. Essentially, again, cut off the Series 1 bases or the bulbs. I put the Series 2 base bulb to the Series 1 taillight harness. So I just splice this real quick. I'm going to plug this in, put the Mark II in reverse, and see if this lights up. And if it does, then we'll go ahead and knock out all 6 of these. So I'm going to solder this, heat shrink it, and then wrap it in electrical tape. Yes sir, baby, that is what I want to see. We got power, we got ground. So again, Series 2 bolt base, cut, and splice into the Series 1 taillight harness, which enables you to utilize your Series 1 trunk lid harness. Very nice. Now that I have this confirmed, I hope this helps you. Now it is time for me to knock out the remaining 5. All right, everybody, we have power to at least one side of the taillight. These things are bright, especially with my new LEDs. Incredibly stoked on that. And as you guys saw a couple clips ago, our corner lights do work as well. But incredibly stoked. Super happy. All right, everybody, just about finished up. Wiring is all good. Heat shrank, sleeved, the whole 9 yards. Tested them. Lights work as well as the reverse. Went ahead and finally mounted the OEM harness back to its original location. Came out good, if I do say so myself. Time to get the new trunk lid mat back on. And that's pretty much it, everybody. Really stoked with how these came out. And here we have it, folks. A very successful install. Again, if I do say so myself, a huge shout out to my boy Chris in Ireland for the taillights, my buddy Jacob for the Series 2 trunk. Again, shock the mob for all of your importing needs. He'll take great care of you. At this moment in time, the install is just about done. On my own time, I'm going to go ahead and decontaminate the trunk again, as well as paint correct it and ceramic coat it. You can't tell, well, I guess you can see on camera, 2 different whites. That is okay. This car will be painted in the near future. But guys, again, like incredibly stoked with how this came out. And on that note, everybody, this concludes the last video of 2023. 2023 was another dope, successful, wholesome, fulfilling year for myself. In short, we made a lot of progress on the Mark II, a lot of progress on the Skyline. Towards the end of this year, we dropped Aim High, Drive Low's first clothing, like t-shirt, come January is when the second drop will be. Made a lot of self-improvement on myself as well, and all my businesses took off, and for that I'm incredibly thankful. So again guys, thank you so much for the continued love and support. It really means the world to me. Hope you all had a wonderful 2023, and I wish 2024 is nothing but the absolute best for you also. We have so much already building up momentum for 2024. Finished the Mark II. The Skyline will definitely be running by the end of March. The first or second week of February, I'll be taking vacation to San Diego, California. Gonna be staying out at a resort with my brother, and then going to be going to our boy Ian's house to pick up the RB25 Neo. Sent me another video of it running last night before he pulled it this evening, and I'm just so incredibly stoked. Skyline will be running for sure next year after a long, almost 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. It's been a minute, but incredibly stoked on that. We have more parts coming in for the Skyline next week, which I'm stoked for, and again, ready to make 2024 another successful year. And on that note, thank you everybody again for the continuous love and support. And if you're new to the channel too, when you hit the subscribe button, that would help me out immensely. And remember, aim high, drive low. We'll catch you next video. Take care.